Welcome back to Ozarks Live. It's time to talk about what's going on with the Amazing Race.
Yes, and this week they're still in this beautiful France. I can't say
Corsica?
the word. Yes, it's stunning. I would love to visit.
I want to go.
Yeah.
There's so much on this little bitty island that I've never even heard of before somehow.
Yeah, it's stunning. And but I will say, I think the reason we haven't heard of it is I feel like they're aiming to go to like places that are lesser known because of COVID.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They probably are.
Yeah.
But now it's well known, and now I wonder if they're going to get an influx.
I know. I wonder if it'll help with
visitors.
travel. Yeah, seriously.
Well, it makes me want to go. I'm checking air flights on it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So this leg kicks off with they have to have this Corsican delicacy, which is maggot cheese.
Oh, it looks like this beautiful cheese, though. Before they open it up, they're like, oh, cheese.
Yeah, and you can see them.
And they cut it open it up, and it's moving.
Yeah, and like they both had to eat some of it. And it was funny because some teams like really took it like champs and some were such babies about it. And I have to say, I would probably be a baby about it. Like that food, I don't know.
Did you notice that the ones that took it like champs, they were like, it's like they were like walking around like thinking about other things so they could get it swallowed.
Oh yeah, they were like, whatever, we got bigger and better things to do today, so it's all good.
I think that's what I'd be like. I'm like, okay, we just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Chew it, swallow it, don't think about it, go on.
Yes, and so then they go to this first detour, which is row your boat or gently down the stream, funny enough. And you either like hop on kind of, I don't even, like a submarine type boat, and you have to like look at all the like 10 fish toggles that are in the water and memorize what they look like.
They're different colors.
Yes.
And so you got to memorize like the order that all 10 of these are in.
Which would be tough.
And there's like 4 people at a time doing it, so once they kind of partnered up, they were able to do this.
Which was smart.
But my memories have gone now, and so I actually, before I even knew what it was, when I heard choose between this and this, I'm like, I'm all about the rowboat because you know that that's going to be something physical. I'm a very physical person, and so that's what I would have chosen.
Yes,
to do.
but I will say, so I don't know, because I kind of agreed with you, and I was like, okay, well, like kayaking's not that hard. It wouldn't be like to just go through that water and like look at the fish wouldn't be that hard. But Dusty and Ryan were the only team to do that, and they made it look really hard. So I was like, I don't know.
They were just going along,
they kept taking
and I'm like,
themselves.
that's the right option. That's what I would have chosen. But then they started to sink, and so they had to flip their boat, and that's where they really were struggling. And my husband was hearing it from the other room. He's like, are they drowning? Like, you can hear these like gurgling kind of noises. And I'm like, no, they're just trying to get their boat back over.
I know. It was a fun little.
And they're strong. Detour, so if they were struggling,
then I'm like, I don't know. But then there was another roadblock, which we were actually just talking, and it's crazy because most of the time there's like one roadblock, one detour, but there was 2 roadblocks this time. So they arrived to this like pier-like area, and there's a huge fish net, and they have to make like different knots within the fish net, and that looked hard.
It was mainly the whole patience thing, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I have the patience for that.
Yeah, well, and there was such like like, it almost seemed like a right way to do it. Like they were like sticking their feet out, and I was like, that is a lot of like muscle memory that I just don't think I could do at one time. You know what I mean? Like there's just too much going on, a lot of coordination I don't think I have. Yeah. So it was a lot. But this pit stop was interesting. So they had to essentially go from the pier they were at and like run up this mountain-like thing.
Oh, they were so out of breath.
And then there was this beautiful cliff, but it was pretty tight. Like you had Kim and Penn and Raquel and Kayla, the flight attendants, like racing for first. And then you had Dusty and Ryan kind of in the middle. But then you had Arun and Natalia and Lulu and Lala trying to get up there to not get last. It was an intense finish to the pit stop this time.
Kim and Penn got first place.
Yeah, and they won a trip to Turkey, which would be cool. I would love to go to Turkey.
Which I actually was a little bit surprised because that's one place I would love to visit. My sisters have been there. They say it's absolutely gorgeous, but there's just a little bit of the safety issues that I would worry about.
I've heard about that too, but still, if ever given the chance, I would definitely do it.
Yeah.
So this time, I have so many thoughts about this.
Tell me about it.
So Arun and Natalia come in last again, but it's again a non-elimination leg. And I'm just like, listen, I really liked them in the beginning. I love that they are a father-daughter team. I think it's so fun.
They did make a comment that they don't remember any other team getting so many second
they like
chances.
broke their own record, which is hilarious. And I'm like, do they really deserve a third chance? I just don't know. And I mentioned this
Wouldn't that be funny if they came back to win this?
And that's what I'm starting to get suspicious of. But I don't know because, I talked about this a few weeks ago when they also got last and it was a non-elimination leg, as I was like, it's always interesting to see what happens the next time in the next leg when someone does get eliminated, because it's like, what if it's not them and it's like Raquel and Kayla or Dusty and Ryan per se, you know, and it's like they've been at the top the entire time, but because Aruna and Taya got 3 different chances at this.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so I have a question.
I don't know.
Is this something that they've done? Because I haven't watched previous seasons.
Yeah.
Do they always do this where they have non-elimination legs? So I'm
Intermittent.
kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely been a thing in the past. I think it's probably more on and off this time because of the amount of teams that came back after the hiatus per se. But yes, in the past, Amazing Race has always done this where it's like, it'll be elimination, and then like maybe off 1 week or something like that.
And you don't know when that's
coming.
And
you don't necessarily know when it's coming.
And if you don't finish, you still are gonna, you have to finish
Yeah.
this or you're not gonna win anyway.
Yeah,
But
for sure. And it is interesting because it feels like since we came back from the hiatus, it's been kind of an every other week type thing.
It has.
But I mean, the finale's March 2nd, which is what, like 2 weeks away maybe? So I'm like, we're definitely getting close. So I don't know, but do you think, okay, I have a question, because we talked about how much we love Dusty and Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you think they can reach back up to the top? Because they've been in third the last 2 legs.
I do think so.
You think so?
I do think so.
Okay. I believe in them too. I'm just curious to see
But I love Kim and
how
Ben,
this
so
goes.
every time they win something, I'm excited for them as well.
No, me too. But if you guys are loving the season as much as we are, we're having so much fun with it.
Yeah.
There's definitely some insider info and behind the scenes takes that you can check out and podcasts of YouTube and YouTube accounts from current players of this season. So there's Pit Stop Podcast with Dusty and Kayla. And then there's the Holderness family, of course. They do their vlogs.
Funny.
Yes, and they have a whole Amazing Race playlist on there that you can watch all their takes. And then Lulu and Lala, they also have a YouTube account that they're doing. And they interview different racers each week on their account, which is fun. So definitely go check those out if you want like to know more about what goes on behind these episodes and, you know, kind of like how the teams are bonding and stuff behind the scenes. I think it's fun to go and like figure all that out. So definitely check that out. But you can watch this week's episode of The Amazing Race right here on Color 10 this Wednesday night.
And of course, catch up on the entire season on Paramount Plus and CBS.com.
That's right. We'll be right back.